Hi guys and welcome to Prediction Week 32, and we start with the lunchtime kickoff tomorrow, which is Fulham versus Manchester City at 12:30. No disrespect to Fulham, they're more or less down now, and you can't really see Manchester City or Liverpool slipping up. Especially this time of the season when they're both in a title race. So I'm going to go Fulham 0, Manchester City 3. On to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We have Crystal Palace versus Huddersfield. Again, nothing really for Huddersfield to play other than pride now. I think it'll still be quite tough for Crystal Palace, but I'm going to get them to win. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 2, Huddersfield 0. I've gone for a lively game for the next one. Surprise, surprise. Leicester versus Bournemouth. Again, two teams that like to attack, but two teams aren't very good at defending. So I'm going to go Leicester 2, Bournemouth 2. Shock horror. Now I've gone for loads of the same results for the next couple of, I think it's like the next 5 games. Manchester United versus Watford. I don't know why everyone's writing Watford off. To be fair, like I was watching the All Guns Blazing podcast with Robbie and DT last week, and they were going through Arsenal's remaining fixtures and Man United's and Tottenham's, and they were all like, "Oh, Man United's got Watford this weekend, bastard." Oh yeah, they'll win that one. They'll win that one. Do you know? I don't get what all this writing Watford's off all about. Watford's a good bloody team, and they'll actually, get in your face and they'll rough, these big sides up, especially Arsenal. Arsenal don't like that. Man United won't like that. Even though I know it's at Old Trafford, I'm going to give a result to Watford. I think that Burnley's gone there this year, could have won. Southampton put up a good fight. I think it was 3-2 in the end. Watford's miles ahead of those two teams. I think I'm not going to go as far as to say that Watford will win, but I think they could. But I'm not going to write them off like everybody else are. Hence the reason why I'm worried to play them in a couple of weeks when we play them. They're a good bloody side, Watford. So I'm going to go Man United 1, Watford 1. We then have Burnley versus Wolves. Again, Wolves are doing really well. Got themselves to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. I think Burnley will be a tough test for them though. It's a horrible place to go to Turf Moor. I've been there myself. And as I say, I know that Wolves, have been fantastic this year, but I think that they'll, these kind of games they struggle. They seem to raise the game more against the top sides, pretty typically. But these small sides like Burnley and Southampton's and the teams that are fighting down the bottom, even Arsenal. Arsenal will go down to like Burnley and Southampton and struggle. So just think about these sides. So I'm going to go the same result: Burnley 1, Wolves 1. The next one is Brighton versus Southampton. Again, both teams fighting for their lives, and I'm going to go for the same result. I'm going to go Brighton 1, Southampton 1. At 5:30 we have West Ham versus Everton. Again, 1-1. I think it could be a tough result. We've seen Everton. They held Liverpool to a draw. I know that was at Goodison Park last week. They could have bloody Chelsea. Was it last week or the week before? Chelsea could have been completely out of sight in that first half, but in the second half, Everton were a completely different animal. So yeah, this was a tough one to predict. This was quite a hard week to actually predict. Actually, some really hard tough fixtures in there. But I'm going to go for the same result as I've just gone for all the other ones. I'm going to go West Ham 1, Everton 1. On Sunday we have Cardiff versus Chelsea. Obviously Chelsea fighting to get into the top 4. Cardiff fighting for their lives to get out of the bottom 3. So again, I'm going to go Cardiff 1, Chelsea 1. Chelsea not playing great at the moment. Didn't take the chances against Everton, got punished. So yeah, I'm going to go 1-1 for Cardiff Chelsea. At 4:30 we have Liverpool versus Tottenham. Again, this could be a tough game. I know that Tottenham's been struggling the last couple of weeks, but we all know that they're going to raise the game. It's against Liverpool. It's the chance for them to put a halt on the title race. I do think Liverpool will win, but I don't think it'll be as easy as everyone's making out. 3-0, 4-0, nowhere near that. I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1. And at 8 o'clock on Monday night we have Arsenal versus Newcastle, and again it's not going to be a walk in the park for Arsenal because obviously Newcastle not really fighting for the lives, but they're not that much safe either. So and again we have got a good record against Newcastle, but again we know that they're going to raise their game. They're going to try and frustrate us. but it is at the Emirates, so I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Newcastle 1. So that's my predictions for this weekend, guys, and I will see you on Tuesday because the fixtures start for next week on Tuesday all the way up to next Sunday or something like that, so it's that time of the year. So yeah, until then, I'll see you Tuesday. Thank you for watching, guys.